Testinonial Tuesday. Great evening, everybody. We're going to give it a few moments. All right, we want to say hello from the East Coast to the West Coast, and I can tell you this, what you are about to hear today will absolutely just let you know how powerful God is. And so I can tell you, you're going to definitely want to share. You're going to definitely want to tag. I'm super excited to have none other than Apostle Annie Hinnant on here with me today as we talk about this incredible Tahitian Noni. And I could tell you, we are the team that's bringing it back. So we're going to give it a few moments in order for everybody out there to definitely tag, for everybody out there to share, for everybody out there to say that the time is now. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So great evening to each and every one of you out there. All right, we're going to give it a few moments. Tag, share, tell somebody. You are getting ready to hear some powerful stories, some testimonies that will absolutely change your entire life. So great evening, everybody. Let me make sure we are good. Happy Testinonial Tuesday. Share, tag, tell somebody. We are live. Great evening, everybody. All right, we get ready to get this started on this incredible Tuesday afternoon. Let me go ahead and get our music paused. All right. So great evening to everybody that's jumping on Testimonial Tuesday. My name is Pam McCray, and I am super excited to be here with each and every one of you for another Testimonial Tuesday. But I'm even more excited because I have a beautiful woman on the other side of this screen with me on tonight. And I can tell you, God knows exactly what He does in your life, because we are so thankful to be connected to this beautiful woman as she is truly bringing this Noni back. She has a mission that God has imparted upon her, and that is to help to create a healthy church by helping to bring health and wellness and wealth to God's people. And so none other than Apostle Annie Hinnant up in North Carolina, I want to bring to the stage on today. How are you doing, beautiful?
I'm doing amazing on today. It's raining outside and it's raining in here because I'm talking about Noni.
I know that's right. Well, you know what? I just want to say we are just so thankful, both Nate and I, to be in business with you, your phenomenal husband, as you all are really just helping the world to know, and people right there in your congregation, and as you are showing people just the power of this Noni and what it's been able to do for you, and as you are changing lives all over the entire world, I just want to say thank you, for saying yes, just simply because we know that God has a bigger mission here. And that is the reason why we get up every single day. We're just really excited about all that He is doing. So before we get into this on today, I want you just to introduce yourself and to tell everybody a little bit about Apostle Annie Hinnant and why you are so thankful to be here bringing this Noni back.
My name is Apostle Annie Hinnant, and I am so grateful tonight to be here to talk about Noni. I am a mother, I'm a grandmother, and a great-grandmother. I have one son, and I have a sweet daughter-in-law. And I'm just grateful to be about this Noni juice. I'm so glad that I met Coach Pam. She is an amazing woman of God. She has blessed my entire life, her and Coach Nate, and I just appreciate them.
Wow. No, thank you. We appreciate you even more. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, as I was talking to Apostle earlier, she kind of hint, clue to how old she is. And, I don't know if you want to tell everybody, but I was like, Apostle, come on now. There is absolutely no way, right?
Right, right. Mm.
Absolutely. Absolutely no way. And so, you know what? We're really excited just simply because we have this incredible Tahitian Noni. As a matter of fact, let me grab this bottle over here and didn't even grab it today. That is an incredible superfood that
Hmm.
as we are reintroducing it back to the world, we're excited. Not only because it's changing lives, it's already changed lives in the past, but as we are witnessing it right before our very eyes change even more lives, we're just thankful. And so just tell everybody a little bit about, what was life like for you prior to you saying yes to this Noni? Like what was going on in your body and what was happening?
Before I got this Noni, I was on Noni in the 2000s when it first came out. And the young man that came by my house who would bring it by, he stopped selling it. So I had no other way to do it. So I looked online and found the phony Noni.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So hold on, y'all. So I want y'all to understand. All right. So Apostle, first and foremost, she knew about this incredible Tahitian Noni in the early 2000s, right? And so you said that you were sipping on it. It helped you. Then the
Yeah,
person that introduced it to you kind of disappeared, right? And you was wondering like,
yes,
where did it go? Right. So
yes,
you went online and you got some other Noni, which we call phony Noni.
yes,
Okay.
ma'am. What I
Okay.
did, and it didn't taste like the other Noni. It just didn't do what the other Noni did to me. When I was thinking the real Noni, it went throughout my whole body because my doctor had told me that I would have to have knee surgery. And I did not want to have knee surgery because everybody that I knew that had knee surgery, their knees were still hurting.
Mm-hmm.
And I was getting the injections in my knees, and that didn't help. So I just said, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna wait and pray and believe God. And my knees continued to get worse, and then I had a problem with my foot. It ached. So I said, I'm gonna just wait and something else will come through. I did not want to have surgery. And as a matter of fact, my brother told me, please don't have it. Because
Wow.
he had it and he was still hurting in his knees. I'm
Right.
not saying everybody, but I'm telling you my testimony.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And for everybody that's listening on here today that may watch this live later, this is Apostle Annie Hinnant's personal testimony. She's going to share another powerful testimony, and she's even got some other powerful testimonies because she is truly impacting lives with the healthy church movement. And so on today, we just want everybody to know that this is their personal testimony. Their story results vary from person to person, and definitely consult with your physician. But I can tell you that we're talking about an incredible juice that your doctors probably won't let you know about, right? Doctor, well, I'm calling you Doctor Apostle Annie, right? But the doctors won't even tell you about. But this is actually listed in the physician's desk reference. Okay, that is the same book that the medical doctors prescribe those prescription drugs. And as I listened to Apostle Annie, she said that the doctor told her that she had to have knee surgery. And Apostle, I can relate to that just simply because that was my issue. I battled with that knee pain coming in here to sip on
Mm-hmm.
the Noni, but I also can relate to the fact of you not even wanting to go out and have that surgery because I watched my dad have it. And my
Mm-hmm.
dad literally began to decline. He never was able to walk. Like he started to take steps, before he left this earth. But I can tell you it was a struggle. Like he had the knee surgery and he never regained his full strength and he was wheelchair bound, right? My brother
Mm-hmm.
had to have bilateral knee replacement. And even today, he still, limps. And, I don't really know what all that is about. But I'm like you. I didn't want to have to take the shots. I didn't want the medication. And thank God that you had the wisdom to know that getting the surgery and even the shots wasn't the answer that God had for you, right?
No, it wasn't. It was not their answer. But
So
what I tell you, what I did, um, I saw a remarkable change in my knees when I first got on. For the first 3 days, in 3 days, I saw a great improvement.
three
In
days.
3 days.
See, now I want y'all to understand, we didn't talk about the time frame. Okay, and for those of you that are listening, and y'all have heard these powerful stories, you see, Noni goes directly to your joints. And the common story is that it takes 3 days. And we all know how powerful that number 3 is when it comes time to the fact of we know without a shadow of a doubt that this is truly God's gift, right? And so we have another story of 3 days because Apostle, that's what happened for me. 3 days, no more knee pain, right?
No
So
more
you
pain.
so you started sipping on the Noni. You noticed the difference, and what else?
And I was able to put my heels back on again.
Uh
I
oh.
had I stopped wearing heels, and I was wearing low cut shoes because of the problems that I had with my heel. But after that, sipping that Noni and incorporating it with I did a few steps around walked on my treadmill. I felt brand new.
Wow.
I felt brand new after that.
Wow. So she started to sip on the Noni, y'all. She couldn't wear heels. The doctors told her she had to have knee surgery. She started to sip on this Tahitian Noni. See, we have to understand that this Noni is packed with adaptogens and iridoids. Iridoids is so powerful. Many people don't talk about it, but there is no other fruit on this earth more powerful than this Tahitian Noni, this Noni fruit, okay? And iridoids are even more powerful than adaptogens, and they literally go into your body. They seek out the areas that are not functioning as God intended for our bodies to function and help to bring our bodies back to that balanced state. And so when you think about Tahitian Noni, you can think about energy, right? You can think about it going directly into whatever area you're struggling with, whether it's your cardiovascular system, whether it is your digestive tract, whether it is your cognitive thinking, no matter what it is, this is the powerful juice that is the
And
game changer that's changing this world, right? Apostle.
yes, hmm this
So,
is it. It has changed my whole entire life. And that's why I'm so adamant about people trying it. That's why I give out samples. I want them to try. I want them to feel what I feel. Because
right.
when I first drank it, it went throughout my whole body, and it was correcting everything that seemed like that needed to be corrected. And I'm grateful for that.
Wow. And so now you're strutting around the church, right? In your heels, right?
Uh-huh.
And I know that I know that's even more exciting for Mr. Allen to see you, as I know that he's right there by your side smiling, right, as we are on this Zoom tonight. And so
Yes.
how did that make you feel, after being in pain? Because so many people battle with pain,
Mm-hmm.
in this earth. Pain is debilitating, and pain can be something that could put a lot of people in a state in which, they're not the happiest. They become dependent upon medication just to get by in life. So how does it make you feel now that you feel good?
I feel great. I feel amazing. I don't have anything against the doctor, but I always believe in natural remedies for everything. And when I heard about this Noni, I jumped on it, and then I turned around and got my husband on it.
So let's talk. Let's talk about Mr. Allen, right? Because I
Yes.
know that he has an incredible story when it comes down to this Tahitian Noni. So let's go back a little bit and let's just share what the Noni has been able to do for him.
In the year 2020, when the pandemic was going strong, my husband contracted, um, you know, COVID-19. And he stayed in the hospital and he stayed in the hospital for 2 months. He was on life support. They told me that he wasn't going to live, he wasn't going to make it. And he had to learn how to walk, talk all over again. He had to he was on a crutch, he was on canes, then he was on a walker. And he went through a lot. He had a tracheotomy, he had a feeding tube, 24-hour dialysis. And as a matter of fact, they said to me, because at this time he couldn't visit, but the doctor said to me that we don't think he's going to make it through the night. And I said, because his blood pressure is 92 on 64, it's steady falling. And I said, well, I don't believe that. I said, every time they said something, my answer would be, he shall live and not die and declare the works of the Lord. So I kept repeating that, rehearsing that in my ear. He said, but you don't understand. He's the sickest man in the hospital. I said, no, what you don't understand is my husband's going to live and not die and declare the works of the Lord. So he went through a lot during that time. He spent, months at the hospital. And at one point, his AC1 was 17.1. However, after coming out, he had what they call long COVID. And so 20, 21, 22, 23, he was suffering with this long haul COVID, and his nerves were messed up. So we got him on the Noni, and he started drinking by the bottles because he felt the difference in his body. So he took it. He would drink probably almost a bottle a day. So he found out, after he found out that was something for him that helped him, we went back to the doctor, and she was amazed. She couldn't believe it. And I told her, and as a matter of fact, I left her some, and I told her, I said, you look in your this reference book, you'll find Noni in there. So I'm gonna leave you this to try. And when I come back, I want you to have tried this. I want you to have tried the Noni. So the Noni has been powerful. It has been, it's been a life-changing experience for me. And I just want other people that are hurting. You don't have to hurt like this. You don't have to be in pain like this. Everything, when I talk to people and I tell them about it, I said, one thing I do know is not how much it costs, and what it tastes like. It tastes like results. So it tastes like results. Because I've seen what this could do. I've even had a headache and laid a Noni on my forehead, and my head stopped hurting. I had a mass to form. I laid dipped in Noni, and I'm all right. I went to the doctor. Everything's fine.
Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Hold on. God is good. I want y'all, I got to back this up a little bit because Apostle Annie is sharing some incredible stories right now. Okay. And so she just dropped another incredible testimony real quick where she had a mass and she sipping on this Noni. She went back to the doctors, and y'all, everything is gone. It's all right. It's all good. Do y'all understand this? Because
Yes.
Tahitian Noni is known to shrink growths. That's all I'm going to say. Right? Story after story after story. And here we have another powerful testimony right here in Apostle Annie Hinnant. But I got to back it up to your husband because I want to make sure that everybody got it. You see, he was in the hospital during the pandemic. And I'm going to share this because COVID-19 it was real and it's still real. There's still people who battle with that. And I have right here in my hands a whole study. You see, what I love about our products, ladies and gentlemen, is that, they're backed by science. We have clinical studies. So the information that we're sharing is not just information that we're just pulling out of air. We have doctors, medical doctors that endorse this incredible Tahitian Noni, this Noni fruit, right? And so I have a study right here in my hand where it says Morinda Noni fruit juice inhibits SARS-CoV-2 spike protein binding, all these big words, ACE2, basically by one of our scientists right here at Partner Co. This study, you can go out and you can pull it up by none other than Dr. Brett West. And so to know that we have an incredible juice in our hands in which Apostle Annie's husband, the doctor said he wouldn't even make it through the night. All right. When he did, right? Because God, she said, he shall live and not die. And God definitely began to go to work, right? He was in the process in the midst the entire time. But he couldn't walk. She told me he had to learn how to talk again.
Amen. He did.
Right? All of this. and he began to sip on this incredible noni. On top of his A1C levels at one point in time was 17.1.
Yes.
Apostle, what are those numbers today?
What his numbers today is 5.1.
5.1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.1.
5.1.
That's a miracle.
And what is Mr. Allen out there doing now?
Doing cutting grass, doing everything you want to do.
He right there by your side, right?
Yes. Yes, man.
I hear him. You know, and so to know that we have something in our hands that's so life-changing, ladies and gentlemen, this is the reason why we get up every single day and we will shout it from the mountaintops, because we know that this is truly God's gift, right? That is helping to restore health all over the entire world. And you know what? And I could even speak to, even in dealing with the COVID-19, because I could sit here and I could talk about it all day long because it's a study. I remember last year when we went to our event in Orlando, and I was a little concerned. I don't allow fear to stop me, but I know that the last couple times that I went to Orlando for events, each time I came back with COVID-19, both Nate and I. And so when I went there, I said, okay, Lord, I said, I'm going to have my mask on. I don't care what everybody else is doing. I'm not, and I could tell you, I've got in that environment and we was having so much fun that I never even found my mask. Didn't even know where it was. But you know what? There's a book, and I didn't bring it over here, right? On different ways to use noni, because not only can you consume it, you can use it. Just like you said, Apostle said she put it on her head. And there was an incredible woman who shared that you can make a nasal spray. And so that's what I did, Apostle. And I took that nasal spray and I literally emptied out an Afrin bottle, okay? Right, that was around here. I cleaned it out and I made me a nasal spray. And all throughout that weekend, I was putting noni spray in my nostrils. And guess what? On top of drinking it, guess what?
No COVID.
Came back fine. And so again, y'all, it's a study. This is not just coming out of the mouth of Pam McCray and Apostle Annie. We have the documentation which beats conversation all day long. And that's the reason why we know without a shadow of a doubt, we will change lives with this Tahitian Noni. And so, you know what, Apostle, before we shift, because I know you got some other stories and we're going to talk about, the healthy church and just a few stories on some individuals that said, you know what, please share my story. And we love that. Right. And, but I know too, that you're a big advocate of this Noni skinny body system too, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's talk about this Noni skinny body system, right? Because I see you out there, and you know what she said, listen, I don't know about this technology stuff, right? That's what she tell me, right? But I see her out there with her drops, taking her pictures and her posts and all this and that. So let's talk about this Noni skinny body system, y'all, because we have the game changer when it comes time to losing weight, but they're not weight loss drops. They are hormonal body balancing drops. So they're going to balance your hormones. So if you're not the happiest, right? If you are someone, there's a lot of people in this world right now dependent upon medications, drugs that will help one thing. And then they may say they cause blindness, weakness. You won't be able to, your eyeballs might fall out, all kinds of nonsense, right? With these prescription drugs that I hear, right? And so, these drops do everything. They support your thyroid and they're going to increase your metabolism. So if you need to lose weight, you'll lose weight. But that is truly a byproduct. When you combine it with this noni, it's going to help you to, number one, speed up that weight loss, but maintain muscle, which is very important when it comes time to, as we get older and, we need to make sure we have that muscle. So let's talk about what's been going on with this Noni skinny body system with you.
The Noni drops are the bomb.
I love it. Noni drops.
I took the drops, the skinny drops. I wanted to lose weight. And so everyone had a challenge So I started the challenge. I just didn't tell anybody because I didn't think I could do it. So I started out in January, and I lost some pounds, and I was happy about that. So, but then I got off track. I was weighing 262 pounds, and now I'm at 222,
Wow.
and I'm still dropping and losing inches.
So that's 40 pounds.
Yes, ma'am.
40 pounds. Y'all give it up for Apostle, all right? She is down 40 pounds. We got to do that. Where's that before and after? Is it out there?
It's somewhere. If not, I'll do it. I'll do it again.
We got to do that. We got to definitely do that. Even if you need to send me the photos, right? But we got to definitely do that. Y'all hear that? So on the Noni Skinny Body System, whether you get the bottles or whether you get the incredible packs, Apostle Annie, on top of having Noni knees, what I like to call it, and her being able to put her heels back on so that she can bless God's people day in and day out. She is down 40 pounds on this Noni Skinny Body System. And you know what? Helping to change lives. So you know what? You are truly on a mission. And what I love about the fact that you've said yes is that, you know, you have a greater calling that God has called you to. And, you know, one thing that I love is that you understand having a healthy church. And that means that people need to be spiritually healthy, physically healthy, financially healthy, emotionally healthy, healthy in every aspect. And because of your love and your gift of helping people, you've been able to really, I mean, not only are you just, you know, you breaking all kinds of ranks, all right? She just recently went another rank in our company, which means that she's changing even more lives out there. But every time I look up, you're putting on our group, I got a new customer, I got a new customer, I got a new brand partner, I got a new customer. And when I say she's selling these Noni bottles, for real, right? Right? So tell me, because I know that you have a couple stories, a couple testimonies of some individuals that you've been able to help that they wanted you to share. So let's just mention those right quick.
Okay. Apostle James Talley. I started taking this product last year, Father's Day. I was diagnosed with 2 types of cancer. The metastatic bone cancer was really ailing my muscular system, bone structure, and my knees lost strength almost immediately. I started on Noni on a regular basis. My strength is in my entire body has returned to a much greater level. I was at Duke Physical Therapy on today and made the doctor wonder. I told her it's called Noni juice. I told her my pastor has a business that sells this product. I'm Noni for life. I ought to Dr. Annie Hinnant for offering me something other than medication that works.
Wow. You see, that's what it's all about, y'all. That is what this is what ministry is all about. And she's doing it. She is doing it. Wow, that's an incredible testimony. And guys, remember, all right, these are individual testimonies. We don't claim to cure or mitigate anything, but I can tell you, you cannot deny the stories. And that's all we are sharing on today. And you had another one too?
Yes, ma'am. I have another. This is dated May 14th. I recently started drinking the Noni juice, and I'm excited to report that I have been seeing significant improvement in my health and ability to move around. Notably, I have more energy. I'm walking further distance without pain in my legs, resting better, and overall feeling much better. Before starting to drink the Noni juice daily, I would not have been able to walk the distance required to attend my nephew's graduation last weekend. I have a high regard for this juice and recommend it to everyone. Apostle Dr. Mary Baxter. She's taking the juice and she feels brand new. And her daughter was talking about how she was resting better at night. It's what I like about our products. They're doctor tested and doctor approved.
There you go.
And it really work.
Absolutely.
If it wasn't working, I wouldn't be promoting it. But I'm doing this because I'm a product of the product, and I know what it'll do for you.
Absolutely. Y'all hear that? Product of the product, and our products absolutely work. And so, you know what, Apostle, thank you so much for just sharing those incredible testimonies and yours and Mr. Allen's on today. And, as you continue to impact lives, because you could have really just made a decision to, be a customer, but
Mm-hmm.
you said yes to being a brand partner. And so to everybody that's watching, not only is Apostle Annie excited about, her own testimony, but she said yes because it gives her the opportunity, just like you just hear some of these stories, to impact lives and to help, the church to understand that, what, God didn't intend for us to struggle, that we
Exactly.
truly are, a king's kids, and that we can make a decision to grab a hold of opportunity in order to create that financial health, that financial freedom, or whether it's just to bridge the gap. And so you said yes to being a brand partner, and I just want you to share a little bit about, how has this Noni been able to bless you, other people, maybe your ministry? How has it been able to bless financially?
This business has really blessed me financially. I made a promise that I was going to do something once a month. I made a promise, and I'm able to do that and have money left over, just for doing about what I said I was going to do. I haven't worked completely, but I made over $6,000 already.
Okay. All right, y'all. She hasn't worked completely. All right. All right. But she's made a little bit of change. All right. Right. And you know what, Apostle? You know, many times we don't even understand the power of that extra. And you're
Mhm.
just getting started. As
Just
I have conversations with you, you're like, you know what? It is really game time, as we've been able to iron things out over the last year to really create a foundation, with our incredible global legacy team, the phenomenal leaders that we're connected to, as we are truly paving the way. We united together to believe one more time in this Noni, and to really change the game on health, to change the game on wealth, and create an industry standard, which is what's happening here at this phenomenal company. And so you've been able to do some things financially, and what's even better, you have some people that's coming along with you as you've been able to build a team. And that's what
Mhm.
I really love about it, because it's given you the opportunity to take your ministry in another direction by
Yeah.
adding this health component and giving
Mhm.
people the opportunity to create that level of wealth. And so, to everybody that's watching today, we're super excited because Noni is back. We are the team that's bringing Noni back, and lives are already being changed all over the world. So, whether you're watching this and you're battling something in your health, you don't have to. We truly
You don't
have
have
the
to.
answer, right? And we only talked about 2 products on here today. We didn't even
Mhm.
mention some of the other phenomenal ones that we have, because this Noni Skinny Body System is absolutely amazing. So if you got on here just because you want to make sure you get ahead of your health or to get healthier, then get back with the person who invited you on here tonight and say yes. But if you understand purpose, if you have some family members, some friends, some people that you know that you are called to impact, then I say get back with the person who shared this with you and say, I'm ready. And say yes to change. Say yes to you, and say yes to helping us change the entire world, because we know we're going to get it done. So, Apostle, you got any last closing words that you want to say with everybody on tonight?
I just want to thank each and every one of you that came online tonight to hear this testimony. And also, I'm grateful. I'm going to tell you about the money part again. I'm grateful for that money because that allows me to go back in my ad, buy more products that I can help more people. And I'm grateful for that. And
Wow.
thank you so much again. So, thank you, Coach Pam, Coach Nate, for your encouragement, for your support. You are great leaders, and I appreciate you. And we thank God for Dr. Lanika and Mr. Greg. We appreciate them.
Absolutely. No, thank you. Thank you. We truly appreciate you. Thank you for your yes, because we
Mhm.
know that you're going to impact lives all over the world with the healthy church movement. And what I love most that she leaves us with is that this opportunity has allowed her to be able to bless more people. And that truly is what life is all about. It's not about what we do, but it is truly the fact that we are called to impact and to help to change lives along the way. All right. So
Yeah.
thank you so much, Apostle Annie Hinnant, chiming in all the way from what? Clayton, North Carolina, right?
North Carolina,
Clayton,
Clayton.
North Carolina, right? She is here. So from the East Coast to the West Coast, we are doing it big. And all we want to say is get back with the person who invited you on here tonight. Say yes to you, because we, without a shadow of a doubt, are bringing this Noni back. It is already back, and we will impact 1 million lives. It's not a question of will we get it done. It's a question of will you get back with the person who invited you on here tonight and say, I will be one. And with that being said, Apostle Annie, we look forward to seeing them, not from the top, but at the top, because that bottom is way too crowded. We're going all the way to the top with this one. All right. Noni is back, and we will change lives all over the entire world. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in on tonight.
Love
Good night, everybody. Thank you, Apostle.
Love you.
We love you. Thank you, Mr. Allen,
I love you
for sharing your wife. We love y'all.
Okay, love you too.
Good night.